2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Bennett bruising ahead. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 carries, 77 yards.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but he certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
Hurts completing this one quickly. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Hurts. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker. From his legs.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So you look at this new situation. It's worked in other places. You've got 2 teams in L.A. Until recently, we had 2 out in the Bay Area. Of course, 2 in the New York area. And now 2 teams calling Chicago home. And if these fans here are any indication, this city is ready to embrace this newly relocated team.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he's got his big tight end here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beating them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They go play action with Hurts. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
When you look at this defense, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to look at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bulls will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And he's off to a fantastic start to the season. Already 8 touchdown passes in just his first 2 weeks of the year. Now, I don't think that's a pace he's going to be able to sustain, but at the very least, he's got this offense humming here to start things out.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Stroud.
He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Oh, and that is incomplete. When you look at this defense,
they come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is a #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test, going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Stroud on 3rd down now.
And that will be incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
2nd down, here's Hurts.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field and is popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A first catch for the man leading the NFL in receiving yards in this first month. And a first down to boot. He's trying to parlay that great performance last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2, into a great performance in Week 3.
And the way he was able to do it last week, he started off doing it again this week. Energy, the way he comes off the line of scrimmage, attacks the defense, sets them back on their heels, and he finds openings as a result.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Stroud. And that'll be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And Stroud now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2nd and 10. Stroud to throw yet again here.
And he just chopped that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Here's Stroud.
His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
Here goes Stroud again.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Dorrance Armstrong. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Quick slant to Brown.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
Now Stroud.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Chicago offense set to get started. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he comes back with one complete.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now they'll run on the draw. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Well, they bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 3 down.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Stroud getting his offense to the line quickly.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Stroud looking to throw.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Breaks a tackle. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts?
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Quick throws. Got Hunt on the slant.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
Stroud to throw it.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the home side who have the lead as they play the 2nd quarter. Jonathan Taylor, well over 100 yards on the ground with 3 touchdown runs. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Dak Prescott has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see the score there in the 2nd quarter. The Redwoods seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your... They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Let's go now.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Stroud.
Open.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Again, it's Stroud.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Oh, boy, Derrick Henry shaken up after that last play and in some discomfort down there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down.
It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here's a give up the middle. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Hurts. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Green. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space. Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the past. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Fourth down, here's Stroud.
And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Or shifts past him. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and 3rd and 8 now. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. Big 3rd down. This spot 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it.
That was a good play, an incompletion that feels like a disappointment. The ball was tipped in the air, a chance for an interception, and you can just feel coming together, thinking this is the big play we've been looking for, and when it falls to the ground, a little bit of disappointment, even though it was a good play.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Let's go now.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And
They'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide.
Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Wizards get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And the script really is... The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Green brings it in. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Stroud looks to throw.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was a long pass attempt downfield, and the ball was popped up in the air. And how come things go from really fast to almost slow motion when the ball's up in the air and the defender's unable to haul it in before it hits the ground?
Fourth down, Stroud going to try to throw for it.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Boy, sitting on a 2-score lead at this stage in the game, that punter, he must be pretty lonely over there on the sideline thinking, why in the world was my number not called there?
As far as he's concerned, the check will still cash, right? It's your choice not to use me in this situation. But I also look at it this way. You know, some coaches are more aggressive than others. They just want to take care of the football.
Touchdown! An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Bulls have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt.
And he is going to have a 1st down here. And that should be the one that seals a victory.
Let's go now.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So with that knee, 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you watch that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
Charles, in these lower-scoring games, you know it better than anybody. Points are at such a premium, but taking care of the football is king. They played turnover-free from whistle to whistle, and they come through with a victory.
Yeah, and that's what won them the game, because even doing it that way, being that clean partner, they weren't able to really run away with this game. So that tells us just how important it was to make sure you played mistake-free football. That led to the victory.
So for our visitors, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2.
It's the National...
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll set up to throw.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, This defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance. Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
"51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Taken down at the 42.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 22 carries, 91 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up with a first down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the first quarter.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ready?
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Pacheco gets it again on second down.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, I mean, who would have thought this? A team based in South America, this inaugural season, these folks so excited, and with good reason. This is the NFL continuing to show that it's not just an American pastime, really becoming a global game, and what an addition to the league this will be.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards, and they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
At the 45-yard line.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4-yard. First down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back to throw now on first down.
A quick throw there is incomplete. He's trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And now it's second down.
Here we go.
When you look at this defense,
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, a pretty nice effort.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Now a throw here, hauled in, finding space at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
First down for San Antonio.
On first and 10, it's Robinson.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Come on.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
On the ball.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, San Antonio in possession as they've got it with a second and 4 coming up. Back to throw here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and with the receivers defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up from the 31. Here's 2nd down and 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now this throw caught left side and inside the 20 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And it will surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Buenos Aires offense back out now. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Open man right side is St. Brown. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Number 14, St. Brown. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Now we get to see the punter, Corliss Waitman. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, that puts them in that position.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. This will be caught downfield by Moore.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll look to throw now on first down. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So the completion good for 6. And that'll make it 2nd down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll look to throw here.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw. Caught by St. Brown. And he's got this down to the 35. 18 more yards there and another first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Pat the 60, pat the 60.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
St. Brown has it near the sideline.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Back to throw again.
Quick throw on the slant, but that's behind his man and incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And we'll see how much they want to push things, leading already here 10-3.
35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And this one caught downfield by Evans. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They go play action here on first down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
This is caught by Evans. Touchdown! Mike Evans. As the first half is winding down. And the Bisons would extend their lead here just before halftime. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the visitors who are out in front in the second quarter. Currently, they trail in that ball game. Dak Prescott has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Vance McDonald, a touchdown reception.
The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come. Both teams running through their final adjustments before we get moving again. And for the call of the second half, let's get back down to South America and Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to...
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Pacheco is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Chris Godwin.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Condors are back within a score.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Back out comes San Antonio. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd down and 4. Robinson up the middle.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball because keeping on the ground just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game. A swing pass outside or something, just something to bury it out. So 8 yards on the completion there, and 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And this one is right through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now at 17-13. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And able to get this out to the 25.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's got his man on the out route. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. He's still in search of his first rushing touchdown of the year, but not on that play.
I just wonder if he has some frustration starting to build a little bit because he hasn't gotten into the end zone.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Brian Robinson Jr., his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bisons are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Point after, right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Buenos Aires about set for another try on offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. There's a give up the middle.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Hey. There as the drive will continue.
First down,
Let's go, let's go.
Right back to him on first down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. A give left side to Robinson.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Now back to throw. Man open left side is Brown. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
It's now 4th
and his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice. The game.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
99 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And they're going to speed things up here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. On 2nd down, measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. On the draw, Robinson. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and run for it.
And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
Bisons have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Condors 13.
And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it.
Onside kick recovered by the receiving team.
Go!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And complete to Drake London.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
And the Buenos Aires first down.
Back to throw now on first down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was the big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he gets up. To about the 24 before going out of bounds.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. They'll try and run for it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Another carry for the running back.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they've got to feel good.